And tomorrow I will change the meeting.
Yeah, meeting ID. You have to change the meeting ID so that
I'll change the
you can get the
yeah,
organizer and presenting.
right. So can you record that for me
Yeah,
today?
yeah, yeah. I am recording.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So in the previous session we
Earlier
discussed
question.
about the uh,
Hi. Could you please send me
HTML,
the
CSS.
links for the last two classes, please? If you can.
I will see all of you will get the recordings. Don't worry.
Okay.
But we discussed about the HTML, we discussed about the CSS. Now in today's session, we will discuss about the what is the responsive web design, and then how we are going to achieve that, and what is the latest method that the companies are following in order to give the good look and feel to the applications. Okay, so till yesterday, what are the things that we have seen? We call them, those are the HTML4 and the CSS2. Till yesterday, what all we have seen, they belong to the HTML4 and the CSS2. After 2012, the HTML5 and the CSS3 came into the picture. So, in latest web developments, all your screens are divided, all the latest screens are developed by using a form called grid layout. They are dividing the form into a grid. That means the entire screen width will get divided into 12 equal parts. The entire screen width will get divided into 12 equal parts. That means they will make 12 equal divs, and then they are going to work uh, with those equal parts. That means suppose if the grid is having let us say 1200 pixel width, that means from here to here, if this screen is having 1200 pixel width, then each part will contain around 120, sorry, 100 pixel each division is going to occupy. They are going to make each division as 100 pixels. So in that case, the total width will be how much? The total width will be the 120 pixel. So they made the divs in such a way, they made the divisions in such a way that each division is going to carry 100 pixel, and they will extend that proportionately. So this is the latest thing that the companies are or the developers are following in order to provide the web design, good designs to the uh, different devices like mobile web and the mobile laptop and the tablet. You have around three things. So designers are providing the things in these three format. I mean, by using this grid layout, designers are providing the these three layouts. I mean, for the mobile, for the tablet, one layout, for the medium screens, one layout, and for the big screens, another layout. Okay, so this all development happened after the HTML5 and the CSS3. So we should say thank to the HTML5 and CSS3 because they made the things possible. They made the things possible. So in today's discussion, as I told you, we will see few things related to the what you say grid layout system, and we will try to understand a framework called Twitter Bootstrap, and also we will see there are few new semantics or new tags got added to the HTML. We will see those in today's session. Any questions? Okay. So I'm taking the folder. all your latest code is already pushed to the GitHub. You can download the code from the GitHub.
Hi, Kiran. This is Shari. This is my first day today. How do I get access to this folder?
Pardon me?
The folder that you just showed, like, how do I get access to it? This is my first day today.
You can check it in the previous recordings. Anyways, I will show you in this recording also. Don't worry. Okay.
Thank you.
So we will start working with the HTML5. So in the HTML5, as all the latest projects are supporting the HTML5. In order to start with the HTML5, we need to add an extra tag called doc type. We need to add an extra tag called doc type. If you're adding a doc type tag, then it will consider that particular field as the HTML5. Got it? Let me open this one. So this is the framework. Majority of the companies, 80% of the companies are using the Twitter Bootstrap for their web development. Twitter Bootstrap is a framework, it's a web framework or CSS framework which will allow you to build the components in a very easy and flexible manner. Which will allow you to build the components in a flexible manner, and already most of the things are predefined there. You just need to know what are the things that are there defined. You just need to know those things, those semantics, and the way that you need to consume. You just need to know that. Rest all are already available. You just need to play with the HTML and the just you need to organize your code. That's it. Do you see? One framework for every device. That means it is going to whenever you're building an application in the Twitter Bootstrap, it will automatically support you the mobile, tablet, and the PC. So all the three things it is going to support. So let's get started with the Twitter Bootstrap. So in the Twitter Bootstrap, as I told you, already things are predefined. You just use these three libraries in your HTML. You just need to use these three libraries in your HTML. What are those three libraries? One is bootstrap.min.cs. The second thing is the bootstrap theme.min.cs. And the third thing is bootstrap.min.js. So as we are not yet discussed about the JavaScript, you just assume that these three are the prerequisites to work with the Twitter Bootstrap. Just add these three things in your HTML so that it will start working. So that it will start working. Okay. So initially, I told you about the grid system, isn't it? I told you about the grid system. So this is how your grids will look like. Each particular thing will be divided into 12 equal parts, and then each division is going to have contain 12 equal, 1/12 of the part of your screen. So let me try this. Where is my editor? New project. Where is the trainings? Okay, so we are going to add the HTML file now. Added the index.html. In the line number 1, are you able to see there is a doc type tag? Whenever you are adding this doc type tag, it will tell the browsers saying that this particular HTML is enabled with the HTML5 features. That means if you are using any HTML5 related tags, then the browsers will be able to understand that you guys are using the HTML5. The browsers are using the HTML5. Okay, so now from here, as we discussed, we will use the Twitter Bootstrap. Which code we need to use? We just need to take this code and let me copy this code and keep it in our HTML. Where should we add the libraries? Inside the header tag. So I added the libraries inside the header tag here. So this is the first thing that we need to use. This is the first thing that we need to do. The next thing that we need to do is we need to create a simple layout that enables us to understand the grid system. So this Twitter Bootstrap, if you look at the it's a minified version. Okay, there is a normal version also available. We can see that normal version also. Let me download it. So all the CSS are predefined. In previous sessions we discussed about the CSS and all, right? But in the Twitter Bootstrap, you need not to write any kind of CSS. Already the CSS is already predefined. You just need to add the classes to your tags. You just need to add the classes to your tags. So how you're going to add the classes to your tags? So whenever you are using the Twitter Bootstrap, the first and foremost thing that we need to do is we need to create a container for an entire screen. We need to create a container for our screen. So let us add the container. This is the standard programming technique whenever you are using the Twitter Bootstrap. Create a div class equal to container. So whenever you are saying a div class equal to container, it is going to consider this particular whole screen into a container. This particular entire screen will be wrapped inside this container. Got it? Any questions? Any questions anywhere? Now, what we are going to do is we are going to understand the grid layout by using the Twitter Bootstrap. We are going to understand the grid layout by using the Twitter Bootstrap. So I'm just, guys, please mute your phones. I'm finding a lot of background noise. Okay. So now in this grid system, I'm just adding a row. Each row will be divided into 12 parts. Div class equal to row, div class equal to row. And what I'm doing is I have two divs, one div inside the other div. My div class row is inside the another div, right? So just observe what I'm doing. Div class equal to call. Now I'm dividing it into columns. Call hyphen sm hyphen 6. By looking at this, what is your understanding?
Into 6 columns.
So your entire screen is now having total 6 plus 6 total 12 columns. That means each div is occupying 6 divisions. Each div is occupying the 6 pieces. Let me show you this. Each div is occupying 6 divisions. Let me do this. Let me put something here. Yeah. My Chrome is opening now. It's a bit slow. See, do you see this box 1 and box 2? Box 1 is in the left side, box 2 is occupying the right side. Now I'm just changing the pieces, just observe. This is my Chrome, right? So I'm just now converting it into 4, 4. So now, is my row is occupying the entire screen width or not? Box 1, box 2, box 3. Now observe what I'm doing. When I'm shrinking the screen, what is happening? They are coming vertically. When I'm expanding the screen, it is coming horizontally. That means automatically it is aligning itself. Automatically, it is aligning itself with the screen width. If I'm rendering the same screen in a mobile browser, the box 1, box 2, box 3 will be vertically aligned. If I'm accessing the same screen on a tablet, they will be horizontally aligned. So which we call this as the responsive layout, which we call this as the responsive web design. We need not to take care of anything else, just we need to play with the same thing. Just we need to play with the proper call small, medium and the large. So there are around 3 things are there: medium, small, large and extra small. Total 4 things are there. Where is my winboard? Here in the Twitter Bootstrap, you are having the pieces like this. Whenever you are dealing with the Twitter Bootstrap, you need to divide your based on the targeted browser. You just need to convert it into call access stands for the